Hi, everyone, and welcome to Divine Resolution Tarot. For those of you who are new, my name is Chanel, and for those of you who are returning, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to read for all of you again. If you are in need of a personal reading, the link is in the description box below, and I am having a sale on 1 and 2 question readings. This reading today is intended for the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. And if you're watching for an Aquarius, you're going to want to reverse the roles because it'll feel as though I'm speaking to you about your Aquarius. So, Aquarius, or anyone watching, I pulled some cards to take a look at kind of where you're at in regards to your love life for the month. And it's looking to me as though you are just completely ignoring love. Now, I feel as though you're kind of at this crossroads where you're trying to figure out what your future will look like. And that has a lot to do with the fact that it feels like perhaps there's something that you've been ignoring that now is in need of your attention. This doesn't look like love to me, though, at all. I am seeing that there's people who may be paying you attention this month, but there's an energy of not having perhaps the time or the will to get emotionally invested in anybody. It's like you see your options, but every option that you're looking at, it's almost like they're not even worth your time. And what I'm seeing here is even if there are people that you're dealing with, you're not even viewing them as actually dealing with them, right? So this is kind of the energy of like there may be somebody who feels as though they're in a relationship with you or you're very important to them, whereas you're kind of like, I'll see what else is out there for me. I'm not making any really solid commitments at this time. I don't see anything worth signing on for the long run. And I feel like perhaps someone in your environment may be a little bit frustrated because it's almost like you'd rather work on other projects than pay attention to them, right? So if you've had a really long to-do list, it's almost like you'd rather do things you've been avoiding than to spend time with this particular person, because I'm seeing somebody really trying to offer something to you at this time. But this could be someone that you've dealt with in the past. This could be someone that has costed you money, or you feel like they wasted your time, or you just view them differently, right? There's kind of an energy here of whoever this is being interested in you, but you looking at them like, yeah, you know what? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I've done this with you and I already know how this goes. So even though you're making this out to be some really great opportunity or you're acting like I'm the love of your life, I just don't feel compelled to give to this at this time, right? It kind of feels like you're focusing on your money. It feels like you're going more within this month or at this time, because there's an energy here of you almost realizing that like maybe things haven't changed for you in a really long time. That's some of you. And so you're trying to figure out how you can change your life. For others of you, it feels like maybe you've been experiencing a lot of change and you're becoming acclimated to kind of your new surroundings. And you don't feel like this person is a reflection of the life that you want, right? You don't feel like you could really build with this person because something about this, it's like they've already shown their true colors to you. So let's take a look at your feelings. All right. So I feel like you're getting into a space where you're kind of ready for something to happen in your life. And I feel like you're not actually looking at this from the standpoint of like, I'm ready to meet the one. It's almost like I'm ready to just be happy on my own. I think that because you seem like you've been going through a period of being by yourself, and that could have come from like either a failed attempt at a relationship or just like a really bad separation, you've just really pulled back emotionally, right? Like even if you're having sex with someone with this King of Wands in the reverse and the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, this isn't a time in your life where you're looking to really build anything with anyone, right? As far as your feelings go, I feel like you're open to spending time with people, but there's almost an energy here of you not even wanting to talk about the direction of anything because you're very focused on like finding balance in your own life, figuring out what makes you happy on your own, right? So I feel like some of you could end up doing some dating this month. You could also end up ghosting someone. I feel like if there's someone that you are really interested in, there's a possibility that that person has ghosted you in the past. And it looks like there could be an opportunity to speak to this person this month. But I'm also feeling like this is not something that you would continue doing for the long run. It's almost like you would get a message, you would open it, you may or may not reply, and then you just leave this person wondering what happened, right? Because they've already shown you that they're not a viable option as far as your life, right? The life that you have now. Now, I am seeing somebody kind of on the outside of your life looking in. This is a King of Wands coming out in the reverse. So it could be a fire sign, could be an air sign too, because for Wiccan decks, Wands is air. And it feels to me as though this person is somebody who is watching you leave. Now, this would be somebody who either is like a cheater, a liar, can't ever figure out what they want. This is somebody I feel like they know that you have options. And it's weird because they're not taking any action towards you. It just feels like this person is watching you. So, for those of you who feel like you've been thinking about someone a lot, that's why, because I feel like this person is kind of like obsessing over you or thinking about what could have been, perhaps replaying like sexual memories or fantasies in their mind. So if you're just like randomly doing something and this person pops up in your head, that's why. Okay, this is somebody who's kind of obsessing over you this month. Now, as I'm looking into what's coming towards you for the month, I feel like you're going to get out of a funk. Like if you've been in kind of this funky mood, I think that that will start to dissipate mentally because you have a lot of options, right? But it kind of feels like you've been in this really stagnant energy of feeling like no matter what you do, you get the same result, right? So it seems as though to me, you're shifting your perspective. And in all honesty, that could come from this King of Wands in the reverse trying to get a hold of you. You might actually start to feel like you're seeing the fruits of your labor because there is something kind of empowering about ignoring somebody that's treated you badly, right? It's almost like not that you want this person or that they mean so much to you, but this is the person that like never would validate you, right? This is the person that never realized how much you cared or gave you the position or the role that you should have had, right? So there's something here about when this person tries to get your attention, it almost shifts you because either you were kind of hoping that things could change one day, but not taking any action. And so that could feel like why you're not doing a lot of dating or you're not taking anyone serious. Or it could be that you don't want to start something new with anybody based on your past and kind of the way it went, because it's just like, what's the point, right? I feel like whoever this is, they're gonna do something that it's going to validate you in a way that you're like, okay, it's time to do something else, right? My whatever I was ignoring about this person, it's coming to light, right? So for those of you who have this person in your midst still, and this is somebody who's trying really hard to like entice you to deal with them, you're going to see something about this where you're just like, you know what? This is why I was feeling the way I was feeling, and it's time for me to do something else. For those of you who have someone in your past who has left things very open ended and treated you badly, you're going to look at it like, okay, now that I got the information that I need, I don't feel the urge to keep communicating with this person because I feel like the situation hasn't changed. But rather than spending all this time looking at what this used to be to me, I feel like I'm open to something new, right? Now, what I think is kind of interesting is Eight of Wands in the reverse is how you're ending this situation for the month. It feels as though you could be blocking someone this month because they're just not worth the headache or the hassle. There's an energy of enforcing your boundaries with the people in your life. So I feel like you're going to start either distancing yourself and exploring your options, whether that's with new people or just what you're capable of on your own, or you're just going to completely block people. It's like this month, I feel like someone is getting ghosted. It almost feels like somebody is getting blocked because a situation, it's past its expiration date. For some of you, if you're in a relationship, you're just bored, right? It's not anything that you can see going the distance. This is something that feels very temporary. It's almost like something's missing, but you can't quite put your finger on what it is, right? So, kind of interesting energy, because I feel like this month for you Aquarius viewers, you have options and you have people interested in you. But I think this is about you getting really clear on what you want, because it feels like even if you've had good experiences with people in the past, for some reason you're just not into anybody, right? And I do see this one person that it feels like is kind of on the outside of your life looking in, and you could entertain that, but for whatever reason, you're just like, you know what? I don't even care. Like, I still feel animosity towards this person, right? For some of you, you've tried to reconcile with somebody and you're just realizing that it's not what's up for you. Your heart's not in it. This isn't doing anything for your life. It's not changing anything in a positive way, right? So I'm going to take a look in the extended reading, because I feel like this person is upset, or they will be very upset, because there's an energy here of them feeling like you, I don't want to say deceived them, but it's almost like, why would you tell me we could try again if you're not into this? And I feel like you're not. You know what I mean? For those of you that this person has not been in your life, they just have an idea of like, no matter what I do, I can always be in your life. So somebody feels very slighted by the fact that you're just not reciprocating this month. But I also feel like it's not because you're just mean. It's because this person puts you in a place of showing you that no matter what you do with this person or how many chances you give to them, nothing here really changes, right? So let's take a look in the extended reading. I'm going to figure out more about this person. We're going to take a look at the opportunity, obstacle, and advice for dealing with this. I'm going to see what this person is going to bring into your life, because I feel like this person is kind of angry this month with you. So we'll get all the information we need on that. Now, the extended reading preview will be at the end of the video. The link is in the description box, and I will speak to all of you again soon. Take care. There's something here about the way this person shows up in your life where it's very disappointing. It's almost like you feel like you need to guard yourself against this person. I feel like they're a little bit chaotic. This could be somebody who has like an addiction or has a tendency to really, really struggle with staying faithful. Because as I'm looking into your cards, it feels like you don't even have faith in this person. And I'm not sure what they did. Like, this person damaged this to the point that it feels like you don't have any trust or faith that this can work. I am seeing that this person is going to be trying to compromise with you this month, but you don't trust whoever this is, and I feel like that's based on actions that they've taken in the past. Now, as I'm looking forward into this energy, you got the Magician and the Six of Swords in the reverse. So it feels like somebody is trying really hard to manifest you back into their life because they're feeling the distance. And that could be why this person is so angry, because they're coming through as being really jealous, feeling quite insecure about how the relationship is between the two of you, which is really weird if you haven't talked to this person for some time, right?